2, 1.
All right, folks.
You got my line down, don't you?
We're here with Modern Red Hemi.
All right, we got RT Life. He's in the passenger seat for a quick run. We're just gonna do just a quick little reaction video, and we'll see what he thinks.
So I think this is the first time I'm actually in Shake and Bake. I've reviewed it, but I was always filming you doing the acceleration.
Doing other stuff.
Yeah, so
yeah.
This is the first time I'm actually in it.
Yeah, I think it is the first time I actually had you in it.
Back when we first started hanging out, you pretty much were full bolt on, NA, cammed, making around 400 wheel horsepower, correct? In that range?
Give or take.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you definitely have come a long way. So what are you at now?
Now we're 644.
Okay. Just go straight.
Go straight.
And you went from what, high 11s to now cracking into the 10s.
High 11s cracking into the 10s. Yeah, 11.5, 11.6. Now cracking into the 10s. In good weather. I just ran the other day. It was ungodly. It was like 90-some degrees.
Yeah,
it was awful.
Hot.
Yeah. And then the DA was like 3,200, or a little less than 3,200.
Are you trying to go on the highway?
Yeah. Or wherever we can get.
You can make a right then.
Or wherever we can get a quick little
pull.
Quick little pull, and then we can pull off, like stop at a gas station or something, and then we can switch.
Okay.
So get your perspective from the passenger seat, and then we'll get it from the driver's seat.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so make a left at this light. I think this guy's doing something.
Not
here.
looking. That's the second car that's broke down in front of me today.
It's kind of scary when you're in the passenger of a car like this, because you know you're not in control. Yeah, you don't know when the acceleration's coming.
I'll warn you.
I've driven Hellcats and Demons, and watching the footage of the owner squirming in the passenger seat. Like
I do it
different when you're controlling it.
I do it every time when I'm sitting to the other side. I'm like, and then I look and try and see how fast they're going. See how fast they're going. But it's the easiest car in the world to drive. Like,
this thing?
Yeah.
Well, you feel it gradually building boost, right?
You just you just drive it like a normal car. It's just faster. You know?
Yeah. I was pretty surprised when I drove the ProCharged Camaro. The motor fire.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't feel any lag, and I was wondering if it was maybe just the Procharger selection that he had, or his type of Procharger, because some of the negative feedback is that there is some kind of a lag on, I guess, some of them. And when I drove it, I didn't notice that. Yeah,
you don't feel it too much. I mean, but it's not going to snap your neck like a Hellcat is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But literally, I'm in the same power range as a stock Hellcat.
You have like the same peak horsepower.
Right.
Yeah.
It just gets there different.
Yeah, they're making power faster. Right? So
yeah. Wake up the neighborhood.
That Borla sounds good, man. It has like an aggressive sound to it, but then when you're cruising like this, you don't really hear it too much. It quiets down pretty good.
Especially now that I got the seats in, you could, just like right now, you can barely hear it. But as soon as you get your foot a little in it, it wakes up. So it's starting to sprinkle a little bit. Not bad.
Don't go too crazy.
Yeah, not good. Yeah.
We don't want shake and bake on the side of a ditch.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what, most of the people that I get in the driver's seat are drivers. So I know they know when to get out of it, when they can stay in it, when they can get out of it.
When you feel that ass end kind of breaking loose, you're like, all right,
time to get out.
Yep. I want to take this thing. I want to try it on a track where you could really hook and book.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because on the street,
we'll definitely do it one time.
Yeah, on the street, you really don't feel the true power of a build like this.
Right.
Because the majority of it is wasted with spinning, you know.
But that's kind of the appeal of the Procharger, is that it's, you know what I mean? It comes in gradual.
Yeah.
And it's not, you know what I mean? You don't wind up spinning as much. Like I was telling you earlier, like at a 40 roll, I can do a 40 roll and not worry about spinning.
Yeah, that's good. Whereas in a Hellcat is going to be roasting the tires.
Yeah, you're roasting the tires. Yeah.
All right, so there's no delay.
There's
no
not
delay.
much. There's
Nope.
not much. And it, really, that some of the torque converter is part of that too, right?
Miles per gallon right there. That's fun.
So let's get down to like 40, if I can.
I mean, based on a passenger, I would say you and a Hellcat would definitely have a good race.
Right. I think it would.
That would be close.
A stock Hellcat.
Yeah. But that definitely feels like a Hellcat pull right there. You just know wine, that's
right.
all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
what do you think?
do it this way.
This way?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, we'll get up here, flip around, and we'll put you in the driver's seat.
That works.
Let you take her for a rip. And then, obviously, yeah, one of these days we get back to Atco or somewhere, wherever we get back to a track, we'll let you take her out on the track.
You see that?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to reconsider our location.
Yeah, sitting there waiting on us.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's just so smooth. You can feel it sinks you in. It doesn't push you in. Like a Hellcat kind of pushes you in.
Oh, you do feel the push though, you know?
Yeah.
That's fine. Wherever you. Now, do you have any regrets going centrifugal, or this is perfect for?
I don't. I love it.
Okay.
I really love it. Because, like I said, it's that smooth power. It's not.
Yeah.
Right there. Though, that's kind of misleading when I say that. All right, here we go.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah, but I got a feeling when you get that thing dialed in, your thing is going to be a monster.
Well, yeah, you got to get the fueling. You know, there's a lot of work that needs to get done. You know the deal.
Yeah.
You don't just slap boost on
and call it a day.
Exactly.
It's the onesie twosies that kill you. And the onesie twosies are the stuff that no one tells you about.
Well, that's the thing that people don't realize. It's like, yo, there's like really, there's steps to this stuff. And
right.
If you skip steps, you're gonna end up screwing yourself in the long run.
Right. And see, that's where I kind of screwed up and wasted some cash. Was I was looking forward, but I wasn't looking far enough forward.
Yeah, you don't want to backtrack your mods.
Because if I knew back when I first did the Procharger, I was going to go E85, I would have bought bigger injectors right off the bat.
Yeah. What'd you go with?
So I had 650s, and now I got the 1050Xs from ID.
650?
Well, they're 1050s.
That's
now.
about the same size as what a Hellcat injector is, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
I'm not gonna make any.
Don't want to make any noise yet.
Yeah. Hey,
there
what
we go.
is this?
We got a Mustang that just pulled up.
I bet you that cop pulls out, seeing that Mustang, and now this thing. That is vicious sounding. Whoa! I think that Mustang. He wants some sauce.
He wants the sauce.
that blow-off valve, you'll really get the full experience.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah. But so on the one that's on wide body Mike's car, man, that thing is loud as sin.
I like it. This thing's nice and important. Yeah, that is really good.
It just goes. That's what I was saying. It's so easy to drive it.
So that was a 4th gear, you know, full. It does feel different from a different, you know, a positive displacement blower, but it drives nice. And if you're not on it, it feels like stock, like a stock, you know,
It
you're
feels
just
like you're
chilling, yeah. I like the 4th gear. I like the sounds.
Right.
You got to push back there, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's fun.
That's what the guys at the track say. Like, you know, the faster guys, right, are sitting back at the tents waiting for us to all come back and meet up, and they're like, Don, we know when you go down the track. Your car sounds so much different than everybody else's.
It's loud, but it sounds great.
But I mean, it's just like you, right? It's not nearly as loud as it was when it was NA. When it was NA, I would do a cold start and you couldn't hear me talk.
Yeah.
I do a cold start now. I mean, you can literally.
Yeah, you really.
It's still loud, but you can still hear me talk.
I think the only time you really hear the exhaust is when you get on it.
You're on it.
Know? I'm sure your cold starts are obnoxious, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. I love my cold starts now with the twin turbos.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely mellowed out a little bit, but this is money well spent.
Oh, thank you, sir. 'Cause I spent enough on it.
Let's talk about your big victory over another YouTuber.
Yeah, that was finally a good one.
Nicholas.
Nick, we're talking about you, Nick. Incredible Hemi. I finally got my one win.
He's got a nice setup.
He does. That truck is, when he goes, so he's going full 6.4 with a BGE block, which is the big gas engine block, which is more stout than the older 6.4s.
I want to race him before he gets that new.
Yeah, you gotta get him before he does that.
I want to get
once he gets that thing forged and turns up the boost. That truck is going to be.
I want to get at least one win versus him before I.
You're like me, man. I just could not beat him. No one, you know, we always knew I was a little bit faster. And it's like, all right.
But you know what? He was always.
But he would hook and book, and I would spin, or I would red light, or something would happen where I wound up losing. Like, all right, I got to get him one time.
One time, man. That's it. And now you can hold it over his head. I beat you.
I still love you, Nick.
But for me, I always felt like he was like one step ahead. Like when I got a cam, he already had a cam. Then he had long tube headers, and then I got long tube headers, and then he got a Hossier, and you know.
Yeah, you guys were always.
Yeah, like he's always like one step ahead. But I'm coming after you with the twin turbos. he still, that thing launches like a bat out of hell, man. But Shake and Bake is nice. This is good. It sounds great. It drives great. It's actually tuned amazing. Like you feel like it's just a regular car. The only you know, I bet you when you take it out of sport mode, it even drives even tamer.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But there's no, like, I don't feel any glitches, no weird crap going on.
Nothing stupid.
Yeah.
It's just, Dave's got it dialed in. That's for sure.
Sometimes, you know, when people start getting too far into the tuning, you know, you have to sacrifice a little bit of the drivability for, you know, horsepower, torque, and better performance. Yeah. And, you know,
there's little quirks every now and then, but it's not all the time.
This is good though. You know, 392 over there. You can always tell when a 392 rolls by. They have a certain exhaust note.
They got that deep rumble.
Yeah. So you go in what, a 392 displacement on this?
I knew you were going to ask that question.
Yep. Come on, man, we're gonna pry it out of you.
It all depends whether I can find a 6.1 cam. I'm still digging to find a 6.1 cam.
How come you want a 6.1 cam over
it's
like a custom?
So it's the same stroke as the 5.7, but it's forged. So it's a forged
6.1 crank.
6.1 crank.
Oh, I got you.
So
Okay.
yeah. So it's the crank that I'm looking for.
Gotcha.
I tried to call a couple folks up, and you know, Nick was having the same problem, right? He was trying to stay 5.7. He was looking for.
Well, what's the price difference between a 6.1 crank and one that will get the displacement a little bit higher?
Well, I mean, 6.4 cranks. I haven't really looked at 6.4 cranks yet.
Does the Hellcat and the
I got an in with somebody, so I think I can get one fairly cheap. But so word has it, the Hellcats are the same stroke as the 5.7 but I don't know if the Hellcat crank is a direct replacement like the 6.1 is.
Gotcha. But wouldn't you? I mean, I know we've had this discussion like a million times via phone, and I'm gonna put them on air for this one. Wouldn't you rather run less boost and be more efficient with that smaller amount of boost than crank up the boost for more power? Right? So let's just say with a larger displacement, you can run 12 pounds boost and make the same power as your 5.7 making 15 pounds boost. I'm using arbitrary numbers. You know, so
I got you.
Wouldn't you want to run a little less boost and just have a larger displacement? No? Because that's what that was my thought process behind it. I'd rather run the lower boost and have it more, you know, utilizing that boost better.
Right. It's still in the back of my mind.
Okay.
It's like I said, if you know, if staying strictly 5.7 doesn't work, then we'll probably go with the 6.4 stroker kit, stroke it out to 392. We're already looking at boring.
It got a little squirmy there.
A little squirrely.
Yeah, and
yeah, it does from the lower.
That was nothing. All right. Well, I'm pumped to see what you do. I know there's a huge base that wants to probably for you to keep it 5.7. You know.
Yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot of hardcore 5.7.
Yes. And this.
But I mean, you know, I'm kind of with you in that respect. You got to do something, right? I can't sit still and keep looking for a 6.1 crank, or you know, pay $1,000 for a forged 5.7 crank.
Yeah.
Right. When I can get basically a 6.4 crank super cheap.
A lot of options on the table.
A lot of options on the table.
That's the beauty of having a Hemi. Is
there's a lot of options.
You have a lot of opportunity to mod it the way you want.
Absolutely.
This drive's nice.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you for letting me drive it.
Absolutely. Like I said, we'll get you in it. We'll get you in at the track one day too, for sure.
And guys, if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Just subscribe. Come on.
Yeah, right.
He's trying to build a channel over here.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to get to 5K. So my wife's been on me about this. We are doing a 4K giveaway. So once I hit 4,000 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway. I've already got a few things lined up for the giveaway. So once we hit 4K, we are going to be giving some stuff away. And it's going to be broad brush, not just, you know, there are some Hemi specific stuff in there, but there's going to be some broad brush stuff in there as well. So get ready for that once we hit 4K. But for this one, folks, appreciate you stopping in, taking the time to watch the video. Hey, if it's your first time checking out things, check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on, please subscribe. Hit that like button, subscribe, smash the bell, give me a comment, share it on your social media. Hey, you know, what do you got to lose, right?
What do you got to lose? Nothing.
Exactly.
It's free.
It's free for you. So that's it for this one, folks. RT Life, thanks, brother, for doing a little reaction video, and we'll catch you on the next one.